Police rarely these days turn up at the scenes of so-called petty store theft. It should come as no surprise that a new House of Lords inquiry has revealed that shoplifting is now at record and unacceptable levels, costing retailers £2 billion every year.
So, has it come to the point where we need to give greater powers to security guards to halt this rising issue? Well, we asked Iceland boss Richard Walker for his opinion.
I don't advocate escalation, but you've also got to look to Europe as well, which allow professional security guards to safely use basic self-defense tools. Enhanced surveillance is very important as well. So forget about fears on privacy and facial recognition. You know, the safety of my colleagues is more important.
Well, we're now joined by activist and former shop worker Iman Aiton, who says security guards should have the same powers as police, and broadcaster Narinder Kaur, whose family own a grocery store, and says security guards don't have the training to deal with shoplifters. OK, so what can be done then if it's not this?
What sort of powers are we talking about?
Checking bags. So currently, security guards aren't allowed to check bags. So if they come across someone that's stealing, they catch you in the act. Irrespective if they're a security guard in Tesco's or in a retail store, they can't actually check your bag without consent. And I would argue that's nonsensical, especially due to the fact that security guards can actually make a citizen's arrest, which includes reasonable force.
Yep.
They can detain you, and then after all of that, they can't check your bag and retrieve the stolen goods that led to that entire process. I just think it's a very British thing, isn't it?
I mean, in France, for example, in most of the supermarkets, their Leclerc is like their Tesco's. It is absolutely a done thing, and there are little notices as you go through the checkouts to say, if you're carrying an extra bag, you must show it to the assistant. And everybody does it. Everybody just opens their bag to show that there's nothing inside. So there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
There's something completely wrong with that. I think it's a huge, slippery slope to be giving private individuals legal police powers. Because how can we trust this private individual? There's nothing worse, there's nothing more irritating than a security guard who thinks that he's now the new big, hard guy, and he could abuse those powers. He could be racially profiling, he could be biased in what he's doing, he could use excessive force. And as somebody who's got a family business in Newcastle, what we don't want is a situation where things escalate. And what will happen then? Then you still have to call the police. And we want trust in our community. We don't want the public already have distrust of the police. How are they going to trust a security guard that you've lumped in your shop who's been given legal powers? Where's the accountability? Secondly, no, if you let me finish.
Go ahead.
Finish your point.
We've been, we've had the shop for 45 years, and when we had an armed robbery, we called the police did turn up. Now, when you've got the, as you call it, the petty theft...
Yeah, I did put the...
of course. Now, you work as a community. We've got a WhatsApp group with other shopkeepers. We work with the community. These are the people you need to look out for. We've got CCTV. But what we don't want is a situation where security guards are given legal powers.
All right, you said that.
Money as well.
So I was just going to address a few of your points. So in terms of abuse of power, I just think that we shouldn't stop giving people power just because we're scared that they're going to abuse it. I think it comes with the territory. Anyone that's given a
the police have been known to abuse their powers, haven't they?
Thank you for filling in the rest of my
points. And you're not happy about that?
Hold on. Allow me to finish, Narinder. So I think we should just accept that it comes with the territory. There's always going to be a risk. If someone has even a modicum of authority, it comes with a risk of abusing said authority. And then on top of that, we've already seen it, as Richard just declared, we've already seen it with the police. And then in terms of trustworthy, I just want to make clear that security guards actually go through a lot of vetting. They go through national security vetting, which includes the criminal record check, a credit check. They also go through SIA training, which is security.
Would you give them handcuffs? Would you give them...
No, and currently, in terms of... and we agree on that point. So in terms of a citizen's arrest, which security guards are allowed to do, they're not supposed to use handcuffs.
But what I want to ask all of you is, I pay my taxes. As shopkeepers, we pay our taxes for the police to do their job. Why am I going to have to pay extra for security? Why am I paying for that? I'm paying my taxes for the police to do their job. What we need, the solution, is more bobbies on the beat, more police involved, and actually tougher sentencing.
That's long-term. That's long-term. We need short-term.
No,
we need short-term. That's long-term.
Can I just ask people watching at home, because I'm sure they've been listening, we did ask you if retail security guards should be given greater powers? 78% of you said yes.
So naive.
22% said no.
Never insult the audience.
We've got to go with the facts.
Never insult the audience.
We've got
That's
to
what
be
did
They're
for
never
Kamala
going to
Harris.
agree. I might have to take on some more powers to keep you quiet.